We are here in Zurich with Egon von Greyerz, who is the founding and managing partner of Material Asset Management and goldswitzerland.com. So thank you for having us. Can you tell us when did you decide to invest in physical gold and silver, and what makes you take this decision in the past?
Well, back in 2002, we saw that the world was in a mess. Governments were running deficits, banks were increasing credit at an enormous amount, and we thought that for our investors, wealth protection was absolutely critical. At that time, gold was $300. The low had been a couple of years earlier, $250. But we consider that gold was the best way to protect the assets of our clients from the destruction of paper money that we saw coming in the ensuing years. So that's why we advise our clients to put up to 50% of their assets into gold, into physical gold.
Can you tell us why it's very important to own real physical gold and silver and not paper gold or certificates?
The paper market, the gold paper market, is 100 times bigger than the physical market. So there is so much paper outstanding in gold and in silver, and governments are said to have the world governments have around 30,000 tons of gold. Most of them probably don't have it. They probably lent it to bullion banks, to trading banks, and therefore there's probably not the gold around that the banks are saying, the central banks saying they have. And one day when investors ask for delivery against the paper gold that is outstanding, there will not be enough physical gold. And therefore it's extremely important to hold physical gold because the paper gold will be totally worthless, and banks will not be able to meet their commitments.
Can you tell us now why it's really important as well to own your physical gold and silver outside the banking system?
Well, the world is in a mess, as I said. It was already in a mess 2002. It's a lot worse now. We have never, ever in history had a situation when virtually every single major government is bankrupt, and when the whole banking system is also bankrupt. The banking system is only standing because banks are allowed to value their toxic debt at full value or at maturity value. If they valued it at market value, no bank would be standing today. So you have a situation when governments are bust, when the banks are bust or potentially bust, and therefore we think that gold must be held outside the banking system in your own possession, where you have direct access to your physical bars. Because a lot of the gold that is stored in banks, and we've seen that, is not actually there.
Now, can you tell us how do you see the situation evolving in the future?
There is no solution to this problem. The problem is too big. As I said, governments are bankrupt. Debts are increasing now at an exponential rate, and there is no chance whatsoever to reduce the debts. Any government that tries austerity programs is thrown out immediately, but even if they did try austerity, it's too late now. So the next stage that I see, and I think that will start very soon, it could be already in 2013, is that the money printing will accelerate. Deficits will accelerate, and therefore money printing will accelerate, and we will be on the way to a hyperinflationary depression. Now, it might take a few years, but I think it could go faster than we expect because the system is so fragile. Money printing, as I said, will destroy the currencies, as all currencies are going down. They have for the last 100 years. They're down 97 to 99% against gold in the last 100 years. They're down 80% against gold in the last 12 years. So there's not far to go to be down 100%, and that will happen. And so the money printing will destroy the value of paper money, and that is what will create hyperinflation.
In this context, can we say that gold is in a bubble?
Gold is not a bubble. All gold is doing is reflecting the destruction of paper money. You just have to turn the curve upside down. If you look at, rather than seeing gold going up, you turn it upside down and it's the currencies going down. It's the dollar going down, it's the euro going down, it's the pound going down. And that will continue. Only 1% of world financial assets are in gold today. So nobody owns gold, actually. And gold has still gone up in the last 12 years, gone up 5-6 times, depending on the currency. And as I said, still only 1% of investors actually hold gold. So that will change in the next few years, which will mean that the demand for gold will increase. There isn't enough supply. So the additional supply can only be met by higher prices. And this is what's going to happen.